guys, welcome back. This is Karina's Bookshelf. I am Karina, and I hope you enjoy this video. Today what we're going to do is go over 24 books that I want to read, hopefully throughout the year. I'm a mood reader. Sometimes it's hard for me to stick to my TBR because I'm constantly like, there's so many books and so many books I want to read, and there's just so little time. You know, it just feels like I was a faster reader, so I can just go through all of them because I have so many good books on my TBR that I don't have. I always go back to go shopping, and then, you know, go shopping at Barnes & Noble, and then I come back and I add more to my TBR. So it's kind of like, you know, I got all my carts. I have 3 carts, and I'm thinking of getting another one to put in the new books that I do buy or haul. But like I said, I wish I read really fast. I mean, I'm a good reader. I'm a fast reader, but I'm not like, I could finish a 400-page book maybe in a couple hours or so. It'll take me all day, but I'll finish it. And so kind of like the Zodiac Academy books. I don't know if you guys have heard of the Zodiac Academy books, but you know, so the first couple, the few are pretty thin, but then they get really huge and thick like Bibles and stuff, and you're talking about 900 pages book, you know, a book that's 900 pages. So for me, that of course is going to take me a couple of days to finish. But what I want to do is I want to get through these 24 books. And these 24 books is ones that are just highly anticipated for me, so that way so I can get them out of the way and then start over on the next cart and start reading books from that cart as well. I mean, I have bookshelves as well, and shelves that have books that I still yet haven't gotten a chance to read. I'm what do they call that? What do they call it when you're fear of missing out? FOMO. Yeah, it's kind of like I have FOMO. That's what it is. I have FOMO. So what it is your fear of missing out, that all these new releases come out, that I want to hurry up and get them because I want to keep them. I want to know that I have them. So when I want to read them, I can just go out and get it and, you know, and pick it out of my TBR. But there's always books coming out. So I need to like calm down on the buying, and I think I'm gonna go on a no buying book ban for maybe the rest of this month and then maybe the middle of March, and see how I do and not buy anything, because I know there's some new books coming out also in March and April, and there's some in April coming out too. So, well, they come out all the time every month, but ones that I want are coming out within those few months. Anyways, so the first book that I have that I want to get into, that I was really interested in, and it says, "There are no monsters, only people," and it says, "None shall sleep." I heard about this book. I heard it was good. So I picked it out. I didn't even read the back. I don't even read the back. I go in blind sometimes, you know, just like, you know, pick the book. And what I do is I look at other people's YouTube videos and look what they recommend, and then that's how I go about getting my books, so that way I can read them, and then to my viewers I can go ahead and recommend to you guys. So None Shall Sleep is one that I did see someone recommend and said it was a really good book. So I want to get into it. I'm not sure what it is. Like I said, I go in blind. So I just have this one, and I also ended up getting the second one, which is Some Shall Break, which is the second part. So this looks good. These two are part of what I want to put on my part of my 24 books. Another one that I got that was a new release was Never by Jessa Hastings. I heard it was kind of like a Peter Pan retelling, kind of like. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. There was a few people that didn't really say they loved it very much, that they even soft DNF'd it. They just, you know, didn't finish the book. But I'll give it a try. And this one is Never, Jessa Hastings, and this is, and she's part of the Magnolia series that she has as well. So I don't know if this is going to be a different part of series that she's going to start as like a fantasy type thing, but we'll see. So again, that's Never by Jessa Hastings. And again, it's like a Peter Pan retelling that I know of. Again, like I said, yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So you'll see. We'll see how that turns out. Next one is another one, and it's called House of Beating Wings. House of Beating Wings. and this is book 1. And I can't remember who I saw who recommended this book, but they said it was really good. Sometimes I'm getting confused a lot with all these House of Bidding Wings, House of Flames, just all these kind of, they sound like all the same title in the books and stuff, that I get confused sometimes as to which series is which. You know, you buy them, and so this is a new series, but I'm gonna try it and see how it turns out. I'm hoping it's good. I love fantasy. Fantasy romance or dystopian kind of books and stuff like that, dystopian futures or whatever. But I definitely want to give that one a try and see what it's like. Another one I wanted to get into that I saw a lot of people read and, that really enjoyed it or enjoyed her writing, and it's These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. And that's one I want to watch too. And I did get the second part too, which is right here. I think this is the second part, which is Our Violent Delights. Yeah. So we'll put that back, but I don't have time for that. But this is that one. And again, don't know what it's about. Just picked it up because someone recommended it. I heard it and they were talking about it. So I went ahead and got it. And can't wait to read this one as well. So hopefully it's good. It says the year is 1926 and Shanghai hums to the tune of debauchery. Okay. The next book I have is Night Swim. This is a thriller I want to read, but it's not part of my TBR. But again, it's one I definitely want to look forward to reading is Night Swim. It's supposed to be a suspense thriller. Not sure exactly what it's about again. I think it's she does, ever since I'll read the back a little bit. Ever since her true crime podcast became an overnight sensation and set an innocent man free, Rachel Craw has become a household name and the last hope for people seeking justice. But she used to being recognized for her voice and not her face, which makes all the more unsettling when she finds a note on her car windshield addressed to her begging for help. So that's just a little piece of it, and it just starts from there. She ends up helping that person or not, I guess. So that's Night Swim. How many books is that? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, I think I only have 18. So much for 24. And here I have Flawless. I have not read Flawless. I heard everybody loves this series by Elsie Silver. I think she has different covers now. I got the old covers with the mirror on it. So yeah, I love this cover though. It's so pretty. And I hear the book is good. I hear it's a love story again, kind of cowboys and stuff. So I'm hoping I like it. I'm not too sure about cowboys, but I'm hoping I do enjoy the book. So that's another one that I want to read. So, and that's Flawless. And if I like it, then I'll buy the other ones. Next book I got is The Darkening, which is, again, someone recommended. It was on Book Talk, I think it was. So it was just a quick little messages about the book and stuff, and it sounded interesting, so I went ahead and ordered it, and I got it. The next book I think is called The Light Struck, and yeah, so this one I'm going in blind as well with this one because I don't know too much about it. The next one I have is Powerless. This one seems like it's going crazy everywhere. Everybody wants to read this one. I haven't read it. I haven't got a chance. So this is, I finally got my hands on it, so I'm kind of glad. So hopefully I have it, and of course, hopefully I have it. I do have it. So hopefully I get to read it soon so I can put it. See, I do have, once I read my books, people are probably wondering, I either donate them or I resell them on Pango.com, and that's where I have all of my books that I've read, and they're in good condition, all of them, because they're practically new. And the ones that I've read, and just put them aside, and I sell them back on Pango.com. So that's what I do with my books. So thank God that, or I give them you know, whatever I don't sell, I send to the donation store like Salvation Army or Goodwill, stuff like that. The next book is Elle Kennedy, by Elle Kennedy, and the name is The Graham Effect. This one looks good too. Someone told me that this was a really good book. Gigi Graham has exactly 3 goals: qualify for the women's national hockey team, win Olympic gold, and step out of her famous father's shadow. So far so good, except 2 little things. Find a little thing and a big grumpy thing. She needs to improve her game behind the net, and she needs the help from Luke Ryder. Ryder is a 6'5", built, opinionated, rude, and sexy as hell, but he's still the enemy. So that sounds like a cute little, but it's thick. Must be, better be a good love story. That's what it is. Hockey too. Next book I have is A Deal with the Elf King. Yes. So I can't wait to read this one. Deal with the Elf King. I'd make a deal with the Elf King, wouldn't you? Females? Huh? Anybody? Anyways, another one that I'm going in blind as well. Actually, I got this by mistake. I was trying to get another book, but I thought it was this one. But this one sounds just as good, so I'm gonna go ahead and try reading it again this year. Ooh, another one that I want to try to read this year is The Atlas Six. I want to get started on this series. This Dark Academia book. So I really want to get into that one too. There are so many books, so little time. Don't read fast. Next book is A Study in Drowning. I heard good things about this book, but it was funny because I saw it in the teens. I think it was in the YA. I think I saw them in the YA department. And from what I heard from somebody it had a lot of detail. How do I say it? It has a lot to do with, I'm not going to put words out here. Let me just read it. That would be better. So Effie Sari has always believed in fairy tales. She had no choice. Since childhood, she's been haunted by visions of the Fairy King. She's found solace only in the pages of Angard Emery's Medran's beloved epic about a mortal girl who falls in love with the Fairy King and then destroys him. Effie's tattered copy is all that's keeping her afloat through her first term in the prestigious Lyrian Architectural College. So when Medran's family announces a contest to redesign the late author's estate, Effie feels certain that this is her destiny. But Harith Manor is an impossible task, a musty, discreet house on the brink of crumbling into a hungry sea, and when Effie arrives, someone else has already made a temporary home there. Preston Hillary, a stodgy young literature scholar, is determined to prove Effie's favorite author is a fraud. As the two rival students investigate the reclusive author's legacy, piecing together clues through the letters, books, and diaries, they discover that the House Foundation isn't the only thing that can be trusted. There are dark forces, both mortal and magical, conspiring against them, and the truth may bring them both to ruin. That sounds good. So I can't wait to read this one. And that is A Study in Drowning. This one is it's another, like, I think that would probably be like a suspense. It's part of the Reese's Book Club, and I usually like her books that she picks, you know, for her book club readings. So this one is called Wrong Place, Wrong Time, and it's by Gillian McAllister. And so again, going in blind, don't know much about this one, just heard it was good, and so I went ahead and picked it up. Got it at Barnes & Noble, so they have it there if anybody's interested. Next book is another, I'm not sure this is, okay, so this is probably another kind of creepy book, suspense, and it's called All Good People Here, and I've heard nothing but good things about this book. So I'm hoping I feel the same way, and if not, then that's okay. You know, that's what reading books is for, you know, finding if you like it. If you don't, then pass it on to maybe someone else who would like it. So, but this one looks good. I heard good things about this one, so I definitely want to read this one. That's part of my 24. This one I saw someone, can't remember her name, but this one is this Don't Kiss the Bride. I don't like the cover. I hate people on the cover. The cover I saw was different, and so I was hoping I was going to get something like that, but I couldn't find it, so I just ordered this one, and this one's called Kiss the Bride. Don't know much about this one either. I just said it was really good. I guess you could say I was a damsel in distress, and he was my knight in shining armor, but more accurately, I was a girl with a lot of bad luck, and he was a guy with a lot of muscle and tattoos. So it's one of those juicy, kind of like sexy, hot, spicy books. And I like those kind of books. I like any book, honestly, as long as it's a good read. The next one I have here is The Right Move by Liz Tomforde. And this is the second book of the Mile High series. And I heard this was good too, and it was cute, so I definitely want to get into that one. So there's this. The other one I have is called The Wishing Game. And I think it was Destiny Sidwell that I was watching, and she said that she finished reading this book and it was a 5-star book, and she highly recommended it. So I'm definitely going to give this a try and see what it is that I think about this book, if it's worth a 5-star or not. So everybody has their different opinions and like different books and stuff like that, but I want to see for myself if it's a really good 5-star book, as she says. So we'll see. And that's The Wishing Game. So far, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. The other one is, God, I think this is the first one. The other one is Renegades. And I think, let me see if this is the first one. And Sarah Curlow, I think is her name, recommended these. And she enjoyed them so much. Yeah, I want to say Renegade is the first one. So that's this one. And then the next one will be like Supernova and Arch Enemy. And I got all 3 of them. And this is another series. It's a series that I want to get into. So that, and it's floppy. I love floppy books. It's pretty thick too. So I love the way books smell. The other one I want to get to is The King of Wrath by Anna Huang. I haven't had a chance to read this series at all. I heard good and bad things about it, but I don't know. I'm going to see what my decision is, my choice, what I think about it, and hopefully I'll like it. So there's that one. Here is another one that I've been wanting to read, but it's so I try reading it and I want to finish it, and I get into it, and then I kind of step away from it a little bit, and then I put it away. But I'm going to start over again, and hopefully I'll understand more about the book, and maybe it'll get better, and that is Belladonna. And I hear people love it. I don't know why I keep dozing off every time I read this book. It's just, maybe it's just a slow burning kind of book, slow burn book or something, but I don't know. I just seem never to finish the book or get into it. So I'm going to try my hardest to get through this book. And that's Belladonna. Okay, let me just move these aside. Next book I have is, where did I put it? Here it is. Stalking Jack the Ripper. I heard 2 different things about this. 2 different things. I heard that people like it, and I heard that people didn't like it. So, I'm gonna see how I like it. Well, Stalking Jack the Ripper. I was the girl who loved the Ripper. Someone who was in love with Jack the Ripper. Whoa. That's intense. Okay, so that's that book. And then I got a box series that I want to read. I can't remember who was the one that recommended this series. Gosh, I can't remember. But it was, it's a box series. And it's got all 4 books in there, the whole series. And it's called The Raven Cycle by Maggie, oh, I can't even say her last name, Maggie Stiefvater. Here, I'll show you. I haven't even opened it yet, but those are them. And these are the books in the back. So we have The Raven, The Dream Thieves, Blue Lily, I cannot talk today. Oh my God. Blue Lily, Lily Blue, and The Raven King. So those are all 4 of them. And that's all that I have for right now, besides other books that I have that I need to read, which are a lot. One day we'll go over how many books I have. It's a lot. I need to stop. I have a problem with books, buying books, and yeah. So anyways, that is my selections. Hope you liked the video. Click and subscribe, please, if you like the video, and hope to see you soon. Yeah, if you have any comments, list them down below, and I'll answer them as soon as I can, okay? Love you guys. Thank you. Bye.